Cage Minds, Micah Frankel, alongside the Daimond Boy Influencer Crossover Series. We didn't even know you were a part of the card when we were at the announcement press conference, and I heard neither did you.
Yeah, no, I wasn't. I was working on it. I was trying to get on the card because I heard it was going to be a big card, and actually my buddy Ephraim Mendoza had told me about it and was like, "Hey, bro, I think we can get you on or whatever." And I reached out to Madison. He's the matchmaker or whatever, and I told him like I'm willing to fight on that card if you guys need somebody. I sell tickets, so. And he was kind of like, the card's full. So I went to the press conference anyways. Actually, Teresa told me, go to the press conference, check it out. So I went to the press conference anyways to kind of try to squeeze my way in there. And I just think multiple people told him, like, kind of about me that I could sell tickets. And, you know, it worked out. He reached out to me the next morning and said, hey, I think we'll get you on. Can you find an opponent? I found one right away. So I already kind of had Bui in mind because I almost fought him, like, before my last fight in Houston, Texas. It was like a Red Owl promotion, but they accepted it, and then a couple days later they said never mind. So we actually started camp, and we were like, okay, let's do it. So I kind of had him in mind because he's in the rankings, and it's a good fight, southpaw. He has a lot of amateur fights, won national title, I believe, and it's a good opportunity for me in front of a big platform. So
Ephraim Bui is going to be the opponent, and so you're saying that you're already looking at him. He was and has been and is a weight class above you. So were you already contemplating going up before making this move?
Honestly, my idea was I was gonna go up for that fight because it was on the zone and it was gonna be a good promotion. So I was like, I'll go up 3 pounds to take this one fight, and then but you know, my last fight I fought at 112, and I made weight. It was tough. I've gotten bigger. I've been at 112 my whole career, so I believe I've gotten bigger. I've gotten stronger, especially working with Leroy Bazan, my strength and conditioning coach. I put on some muscle, and I think I'll be more comfortable at 115. So we'll see what happens though.
How big of a decision was it, or was there a lot of conversation with the team about if this was the right move?
Well, since before, it's been a little bit since before my last fight. Even Manuel was telling me, you know, like 112 is kind of, we're just waiting. It's hard to get fights. I've gotten bigger. I mean, I cut a lot of weight, so he was like, I think we could go up, and I know my power could carry, and that's what he kept telling me. We could go up, and even 118, he was kind of saying, I think I would like 115 first and see how I feel, and climb with the rankings, try to get a title there or something. So we'll see. I mean, for the right opportunity, maybe 112, but it was tough to make last time.
What do you see in the style and the matchup ahead of you, and Mr. Bui, that intrigues you?
I mean, he's a good fighter. Southpaw, you know, southpaws are always awkward and tough. But I'm not afraid to fight a southpaw. I fought multiple of them, and you know, one of my training partners, Fidel Maldonado, was southpaw. I get a lot of rounds with Yoruba Miru, and now Caleb. You know, both sharp fighters, and so I feel comfortable with southpaws. It doesn't make me feel no type of way. And, I mean, he's number 3 in the nation, 115. I'm number 3 in the nation at 112. So I'm just gonna trade divisions.
So you like the opportunity also?
Exactly.
What about the thought of you go from top-ranked boxing, walking the aisle at Tingley Coliseum to the only more historic venue we have in Albuquerque? You're now going to make that walk in the pit.
It's amazing. You know, I mean, it goes to show like the work that me and my family have put in together as far as getting my name out there, and me obviously like working my butt off to win fights and make a name for myself. We've done a good job of that because I mean, I fight at Tingley top rank, and then this card's at the pit. I mean, it just speaks for itself, you know, as far as New Mexico. But we're really trying to fight at the MGM Grand or something like that. That's the main goal, you know, for every fighter. So hopefully that can happen in the future or whatever. But big shout out to ICS Boxing and Signature Punch Promotions, you know, for having me on the card. It's a great opportunity in front of a whole new crowd. I mean, there's MMA fighters, there's influencers, there's an NFL player on the card. I mean, it's pretty cool. So I think we'll get a lot of different people tuning in.
What kind of appreciation do you feel like you get for just having went through with the last fight, for battling through all the circumstances and just keeping your head on your shoulders and being able to get through Gilbert Mendoza on incredibly short notice?
Honestly, I don't believe I get the appreciation that I think I deserve for that, because like I went through a lot for that camp, and last minute, you know, the fight falls through, and like, you know, whatever happened to Abraham, like, I feel bad or whatever. It's just, I've heard multiple stories, but besides that point, like, my story, like, no one really no one cared about like what I went through, or like, yeah, they wanted him to get well, and you know, he almost lost his life. You know, I prayed for him and like whatever, but it's like I went through a lot as well. Even after that fight, like before the fight, you know, that week I was already telling my team, like, if this fight don't go through, I'm done. Like, I don't want to do this shit no more. I work really hard. I work too hard, and a lot of times things happen to me that I don't understand. And I've said before, like, you know, God has a plan for everybody, and maybe it wasn't meant to be that time. And whatever's happening now is happening because of that and because of God. And, you know, I just got to be thankful for that I'm here and I have a beautiful family at home, and like, I'm doing it again. So.
How close were we, though, in your opinion, was it to not doing it again? Even after the top rank fight, how committed were you to taking another one, or were there any thoughts of maybe this is it?
So at first I was good. At first I was in good spirits. You know, I won a big fight. I thought I was going to get picked up by promotion, and I did get a big opportunity, you know, to fight in Japan for a title. Unfortunately, my hand was broken, so it was kind of like another like, but it was tough. You know, me and my fiance, we talked about it, and like my family, I broke down. I broke down to my coach, Manu and I told him I don't know if this is for me anymore. You know, I'm missing a lot of time with my babies, and my family, obviously I have a family now, it's different, and I sacrifice a lot, and so does my woman, you know, at home. She sacrifices a lot, and I feel like there's little roadblocks after little roadblocks, and it does make you think. I mean, I think every fighter goes through it though, like it's a roller coaster. You know, sometimes you're on top of the world, and sometimes you're like, I'm done with this. So like, it was tough. But big shout out to Ephraim Mendoza, because I think him offering me this opportunity, well, telling me about this opportunity, and kind of like me thinking about it. I took a little bit of time off the gym, like 2 months, and I stood running and I stood working with my strength and conditioning coach. Just, I don't want, even if I ever stop fighting, I don't want to get unhealthy. You know, I want to keep healthy. And but it was definitely a thought that I had, and it was a big thought. Like I said, I talked to my whole family, and like my mom and everyone supported me. Everyone was like, man, whatever you want to do, you've worked hard your whole life, and like everyone's proud of you or whatever. And this opportunity just made me hungry again, and hopefully, you know, something big comes out of this. So.
Is the fire the same right now? You've been in camp for 8 weeks.
Oh yeah, the fire's the same right now. It wasn't during that time, but like I feel like once I get in fight mode, everything goes away, and I'm ready to go and put on a show. Fight
mode, Albuquerque, Ephraim Mendoza, Josh Pitbull Torres, Diego Sanchez, Rashad Evans. Yes, it's a boxing event. It's like those names, some of those guys that you know, for this kind of event, pay-per-view. What does it mean to now be sharing a card of this magnitude? And you know, with Brian, once again, being able to share a card with him.
This is a hell of a card. Not only for the state of New Mexico, but just for everybody. Like, this is a hell of a card. You know, Madison, Gary Lewis, you guys put together a great card. Not only influencers, but there's some big fights that a lot of people want to see, and big names that a lot of people from here, you know, want to tune in and check out. I mean, like he said, Josh Pitbull Torres, Brian Mendoza, man, there's Rampage Jackson, Rashad Evans, Diego Sanchez is on the card. I mean, the Tapia brothers. It's a stacked card as far as for New Mexico, and I mean, like I said, for everyone to watch. So it's going to be great, exciting. It's going to be fun to watch.
What are your expectations for your performance? I know that you're putting the most pressure of anyone on yourself.
I just expect to put on a great show. I have the skills. I work really hard. I don't leave no rock unturned. I'm willing to put in the work anytime it comes, and I believe I have a great skill set and a great talent, and it's going to be a beautiful fight.
So it was a pleasure, Daimond Bui.